Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
This is 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review-Journal.
Good morning, everyone. I'm James Schaefer. Let's get right to your top stories brought to you by Nevada Hand Silver Sky Assisted Living Community. Learn more at nevadahand.org. Police say a man was killed in a shooting in central Las Vegas. Officers were called at about 11:30 p.m. Saturday to Terra Avenue near Decatur Boulevard and Sahara Avenue. Police found a man lying on the sidewalk with a gunshot wound. He died at the scene. Police believe the man was involved in a quarrel in the street before the shooting. A week after the lodge in Mount Charleston burned to the ground, the cabins are open again. About half of the 23 cabins were expected to host guests for the weekend. Ellis Island Casino and Brewery, which owns the lodge, says it plans to offer lodge employees jobs at its other locations.
We're going to try to keep some of that nostalgia that we can possibly do going forward. But this getting the cabins open is that first sign of our commitment to the community, that we know how important that this place is to the community, and that our efforts are apparent, that we are coming back, and we're going to come back stronger than ever.
Bob Herbert, a longtime aide to former Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid, was killed in a car crash. He was 64 years old. An Army veteran, Herbert first moved to Nevada to serve as a test pilot. He eventually became a Major General in the Army National Guard. He worked for Reid for 16 years. Reid said in a statement, quote, "Bob was a loyal and passionate friend whose legacy in the state of Nevada and the country will not be forgotten." The latest projections paint a grim picture for Nevada's water supply. The Bureau of Reclamation says there's a 66% chance of the water in Lake Mead falling below 1,025 feet by 2025. That would mean third-tier cuts in Nevada's water supply. The Bureau also says there's a 3% chance of Lake Powell dropping to the point where the Glen Canyon Dam would stop generating power.
The bottom line is that we cannot count on one big winter to increase the health of Lake Mead and Lake Powell. The reservoirs are just too low, so it would take multiple years of above average flows on the Colorado River to get those reservoirs into a better spot.
And members of the Culinary Union gathered on the Las Vegas Strip to urge casinos to call them back to work. Union officials say 35% of its members have been out of work since the start of the pandemic. Organizers say the march did not target any specific casinos because every Las Vegas casino employs union members in some capacity.
Now to your sports update, sponsored by Station Casinos STN Sports. Download the app and get a bonus up to $500 when you sign up. Cassie Soto here at Allegiant Stadium, where I think the theme of this season will be thrilling overtime victories for the Raiders on this field. Down 14-0, the Raiders came back to score 25 unanswered points. It looked like the Silver and Black were going to be able to secure things in regulation, but with 5 seconds left, Miami was able to score a TD and had a successful 2-point conversion to send things into overtime. Reigning AFC Special Teams Player of the Week Daniel Carlson secured the win for the Raiders with a 22-yard field goal as time expired in OT. This is the Raiders' first 3-0 start since 2002.
In your health news, sponsored by Forum Dental, love your smile again. A cancer treatment group has stopped taking new patients using the health insurance trust that covers Clark County teachers. Comprehensive Cancer Centers in Nevada says its negotiations with THT Health have failed. Teachers told the Clark County School Board they have been dropped by their medical providers because THT Health can't cover their bills. The trust has asked the school district to increase its premium contributions for members to $160 a month. Now let's take a look at our local forecast, sponsored by 1 Hour Air. No matter the season, no matter the reason, 1 Hour is here for you. Happy Monday, everyone. Sunny conditions out there today. Winds in the valley getting up to 10 miles per hour. Highs today only top at 94 degrees with our low for this clear evening at 69 degrees. Looking ahead at the rest of the week, partly cloudy conditions at the start of the week with sunnier conditions to follow. Our highs this week in the upper 80s, low 90s, with the next high for this week coming on the weekend at 93 degrees. In your business news, sponsored by Bank of Nevada, Bank on Accountability. A new option is coming for those who want to fly from Las Vegas to Northern California. Avelo Airlines says it will fly twice a week from McCarran International Airport to Redwood Coast Humboldt County Airport. That's 20 miles north of Eureka. The flights take off on November 18th, and earlier this month, Avelo made its first flight between Las Vegas and Sonoma County. And Nevada Energy is warning customers about imposters asking for money. The utility says it has seen an increase in the number of calls and emails to customers that threaten to cut off their power if they don't get payment immediately. Most recently, the scammers have asked for payment through Bitcoin. Nevada Energy says anyone at risk of having their power cut off will receive notice on their bill and through the mail. In your lifestyle news, professional athletes weren't the only ones delivering big hits this past weekend. The Las Vegas High Rollers welcome wheelchair rugby teams from across the West to the Slam on the Strip tournament and fundraiser.
I love that I can play a sport again. I was an athlete my whole life, so just to have an opportunity to be involved with a team, to be able to compete, it's like it gives me that itch, and I'm able to scratch it.
Sports betting sponsored by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoky and Cigar Shop. Underdogs and unders were winners for NFL bettors on Sunday. Heading into the Sunday night game, underdogs were 7-5-1 against the spread, with 5 outright wins by the Vikings, Saints, Bengals, Chargers, and Falcons. And 10 of the 13 games went under the total. The Chargers pulled off the biggest point spread upset Sunday, beating the Chiefs 30-24 at Kansas City as 7-point underdogs.
In your entertainment news, sponsored by DiscoverYourNevada.com, brought to you by Travel Nevada. An opera about F. Scott Fitzgerald is set for its West Coast premiere. Opera Las Vegas is presenting The Ghosts of Gatsby this weekend at The Space. It's based on the life of the famous author and his wife, Zelda.
Vegas isn't just the Strip. It isn't just tourists. That we all live here, and we want culture. We want theaters and dance and concerts that are just headliners. And so this is really an important part of the city, and we can be very proud of it.
For ticket information, visit operalasvegas.com. Thank you for watching 7 at 7 a.m. I'm James Schaefer. If you have Amazon Fire TV, just search Review Journal to download our channel. Watch Las Vegas breaking news streaming live on your OTT device. And if you're watching 7 at 7 on YouTube, don't forget to give us a like and hit that subscribe button down below. We'll see you back here later today for 7 to 7 p.m. From the Las Vegas Review Journal. Have a great day.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Adam Kuttner. Get the maximum settlement as quickly as possible. This 7 at 7 update, sponsored by Pro Group Management. You're watching 7 at 7 from the Las Vegas Review Journal.